Hey Star Trek fans, Dan Gunther here once again. I recently did a video about the new Star Trek Discovery trailer, basically just pointing you to where you can find it and highlighting a few different things in it. I wanted to do another video today to kind of pick it apart and really analyze in depth all the various parts in the trailer. So without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, so I really love this first bit of the trailer because it really evokes what Star Trek means to me. So, all these various pictures here with the backgrounds going on of the various Star Trek series, great photos from the history of Star Trek. And I love this whole theme, Star Trek Discovery will begin that sentence once again. Okay, so let's pause here. We have the construction of some very elaborate multi-level sets, some very round elements going on there. Not sure what this is. I would say probably something alien, given that there's so many curves and that sort of thing. And here we get another angle on it. Something very self-contained, maybe a large set, maybe something like engineering or something like that. I might be way off on thinking it's an alien thing. Something definitely enclosed, multi-levels. It looks very interesting, very dynamic though. This is pretty cool. This is January 25th, which I believe they said they were going to start filming on the 24th on the Tuesday, but they did an announcement tweet saying that filming had started on the 25th. So this is probably from the first day of filming. Shot of the director's chair, Star Trek Discovery. Interestingly, the older logo that we've been seeing, not the new logo there. Some more sets, some filming going on here. The big crane camera, it looks like, right over there in the back. And here we go. Okay, so we've got a sneak peek at some costumes here. Obviously alien, obviously not Starfleet. I'm wondering if these have something to do with the Klingons. I don't know, maybe they're going radically different than what we've seen before, or are these some new alien species that we haven't seen before? Some kind of threat that's out there, not just the Klingons, but maybe someone else. Again, we don't know a lot about the Star Trek Discovery story, so it really could be anything. Okay, and here we go. We get some shots of the Discovery, very similar to the initial test footage that we got quite a while back. A bit higher definition though, it looks like, and some color changes and some tweaks to the engines possibly. Things look a little bit more defined here, not quite as rough as we initially got. Then we get this interesting shot of somebody from behind wearing some sort of lit up apparatus. It looks like he's got a cord in there to be able to hear what's going on. This, again, to me looks like some sort of new alien, maybe some sort of spacesuit worn by some alien race. I don't think we're meant to see it from behind like this. I'm really curious to see what this looks like from the front. Kind of armored almost, armor plated, something going on, and it's obviously lit up. Yeah, really no idea what this is, but I'm definitely intrigued. And then here we go. We get our first glimpse of what many people are speculating might be not the regular uniform, but a field jacket or maybe a dress uniform, something like that. We get a close-up on the collar here. And then another look here at the chest. We get the Starfleet logo with an engineering badge symbol on it. Some interesting gold piping coming over the shoulders. Now, if you look really closely at that Starfleet badge, and I have another shot of it here without the words over top, I'll switch to that here. It almost looks like there's a little pip or a little dot of some kind on the lower left-hand side. Some people speculating that maybe denotes rank, but I don't know. It's really small, so I can't imagine it would be very noticeable from a distance. So yeah, I don't know what that could be. It looks to be just a little raised section, a little pip or a dot or something. And not sure, not a lot to be gleaned from here. It looks like a designer possibly doing some touch-ups to part of the set, something like that. And then here we get this wireframe shot of a really interesting Starfleet ship. I've seen some speculation out there that this looks a little like the Ares from the Axanar fan films. There are definitely some design elements in common, but what this actually really looks like is a design by John Eaves, who we have learned is actually working on Star Trek Discovery now. So I really think this is one of John Eaves' old designs, and I'll put it up on the screen here, that he designed quite some time ago. 2009 is when it was posted online, and he designed it for an Australian Star Trek fan club. I really like this design. It doesn't really scream TOS era to me. It looks more TNG era, especially obviously the finished design that we see from the Australian fan club. But this might not be the finished design that we see on Discovery, so this might look completely different by the time we see it on screen. Regardless, a really cool design for a ship. I really like this. And here we get some sort of blueprint. It looks like a set blueprint of some kind. There are doors and corridors. And I'm wondering if this is maybe a bridge. I'm not sure. It's really hard to tell from these details. However, one thing on here, I notice it says Attilio at the top here, which is really interesting. We haven't heard that name yet come up in Star Trek Discovery. So a quick Google search reveals it as an Italian name. There are a few historic Attilios. I'm really not sure exactly who this might be named after, if it is a ship name indeed, or it could mean something else entirely. We really don't know. So I'm wondering if this is another Starfleet ship, or if this could be the Shenzhou, which I think that is possibly what the wireframe Miranda class looking ship we saw earlier is. I think that might be the Shenzhou, or it might be the Attilio, if that is a ship on the show. Okay, so here we get another shot of a set under construction. This looks to have a lot of different levels, platforms. There's some stairs. And again, these really round arch elements over top of it. This definitely looks like an alien design of some kind. I don't see this as being Starfleet. This looks very alien, very interesting, very large and expansive, which is really cool. And then we get this shot here of some sort of lighting effect. I'm assuming what's being filmed is on the other side of that screen, or if this is maybe filming some sort of visual effects element. But it is a really neat effect that's coming through to this side, so I don't know. Maybe it's just a lighting test of some kind, testing some sort of visual effects element. Then we get a gorgeous shot of the captain's chair, which was teased quite a while ago with some under construction shots on, I believe it was Brian Fuller's Twitter at the time, showing the not quite completed captain's chair. But here we see it in all its glory, with some lens flare and flashiness. And then to the new Star Trek Discovery logo with the little bit of the theme that we've heard from the first trailer underneath, ending with the cloaking device sound effect. So very cool. Okay, one thing I wanted to pop back to here was this shot of the various shots of the Discovery. If you look very closely in the top left-hand corner, you get some blueprints for a bridge as well. And if you look closely above it, the words say Shenzhou Bridge. So pretty hard to make out. I don't know what kind of details we can get from these blueprints, but there you have it. There's the first glimpse of the bridge of the USS Shenzhou, which is another Starfleet ship alongside Discovery. We don't really know how much of a role this ship plays in the series. We do know that Michelle Yeoh is playing the captain of the Shenzhou, but beyond that, not much is known. And again, the Shenzhou, it could be that wireframe ship we see here, or it could be another ship entirely. Anyway, that's about all that I could glean from this trailer. I tried to pick out as many little details as I could. If you guys see anything that I've missed, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your guys' analysis of what's going on in this trailer, any little tidbits and hints we can get about Star Trek Discovery, from this trailer. And I mean, obviously, they very closely monitored exactly what goes into this trailer, giving us just enough to fuel some speculation, but no real concrete answers as to what's going on here. So thank you all so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Be sure to follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/KertratsProductions and on Twitter at Kertrats, that's Kertrats. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Kertrats47. I look forward to seeing you here again for the next video. Have a great day and live long and prosper.